Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by mountains, there lived a young man named Marco. He was only 24, yet his heart carried the weight of a storm. His mind never rested. Thoughts rushed in and out like endless waves. The past made him sad. The future made him anxious. And in this storm of thoughts, he forgot how to smile, how to sleep, how to be at peace. One day, Marco heard about a wise old man who lived in a faraway mountain village. Long ago, that man had been a great psychologist in the city. He had helped countless people find peace in their troubled minds. Now, he lived in silence, close to nature, giving guidance only to those who came seeking. Hope lit in Marco's heart. He decided to take the long, difficult journey to meet this old man. Maybe he could find the peace he had lost. After many days, Marco finally reached the mountain village. There, covered in vines and greenery, stood a small house. On the porch, the old man sat silently with his eyes closed, his face calm like still water. Marco stepped closer and whispered, "Grandfather, my mind is restless. It never stops thinking. I long for peace. Can you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and smiled gently. Then he said, "So, you are searching for peace? Very well. I will give you a small task." He went inside, filled a glass of water to the very brim, and handed it to Marco. The glass was so full that a single tremor would make it spill. "Now," he said, "walk through the village and come back. But remember, do not spill even one drop." Marco held the glass with trembling hands and began his walk. The streets were busy. Children played, dogs barked, shopkeepers called out to customers. But Marco saw nothing, heard nothing. His eyes stayed fixed on the glass, step after careful step. At last, he returned to the old man. With relief he said, "Grandfather, I did it. Not a single drop was spilled." The old man nodded. Then he asked, "That is good. But tell me, did you see the children playing? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Marco shook his head in surprise. "No, I didn't see or hear anything. I was only thinking about the water." The old man smiled again and said softly, "That is the secret. When your mind lives only in the present moment, there is no room for fear, no space for sorrow, no storm of thoughts. Just as you focused only on the water, your mind became quiet. You were not trapped in the past, nor afraid of the future." And in that moment, Marco understood. Peace was not hidden outside. It had always been inside him, waiting for the moment he chose to live in the now. With tears in his eyes, Marco bowed his head and whispered, "Grandfather, I see it now. If I want peace, I must keep my mind in this moment." The old man gave another gentle smile. The sun was setting, birds were flying home to their nests, and the sky turned golden. Marco began his journey back home. But he was no longer the same restless young man. He was calm, he was free. For at last, he had discovered the way to quiet his mind.